So this article critique I'm doing is about cryptocurrency, and some information about the article is the author is Safaddin Amus, and the title of the article is "Can Cryptocurrencies Fulfill the Functions of Money?" um, from a journal called the Quarterly Review of Economics and Finance, and was recently published this month in 2018. And some of the issues discussed in this article mainly discuss about cryptocurrencies and how it's currently a medium of exchange. And the problem this article addresses is whether or not cryptocurrencies can demonstrate the functionality of our current money. By hypothesis, he stated, while the digital nature of cryptocurrencies is highly suitable for the role of medium of exchange, this role is unlikely to grow if these currencies cannot satisfactorily perform at least one of the other two functions of money, which are store of value and unit of account. And basically, the methods that were discussed within this article, and the first part was discussing, after the introduction, was discussing traditional national currencies and how they achieve stability. So a little bit of a brief background on how our current currency got to where it is today. Describing the structure, economics, and governance of our currency, our current currency, and then moved into the cryptocurrency part of it, where he compared cryptocurrency and our currency, how the supply and growth rates and predictability and stability of that played a part in it. Basically, cryptocurrency is a very volatile market, and I myself am involved in that market, and it's consistently up and down, never stable. It's still a new technology that's being used and performed on. And lastly, assessing these currencies' suitability for performing functions of money. So, in other words, this paper is assessed by see if cryptocurrencies can suitably fill the roles of our current money, to see if we can switch over to that. And critiquing the article, I thought the title was appropriate and clear. The abstract was very good. Basically, cryptocurrency is a very volatile market, and I myself am involved in that market, and it's consistently up and down, never stable. It's still a new technology that's being used and performed on. And lastly, assessing these currencies' suitability for performing functions of money. So, in other words, this paper is assessed by see if cryptocurrencies can suitably fill the roles of our current money, to see if we can switch over to that. And critiquing the article, I thought the title was appropriate and clear. The abstract was very good. It basically described a brief background of cryptocurrency and what it possibly could have on our market, and then went into breaking down the sections of the article and how the parts work and flow throughout, and little brief parts, description parts of that. And then the purpose of this article was very clear in the introduction, discussed who the founder of Bitcoin was, which is basically the first cryptocurrency out there, way back in 2008, developed and then published in 2009. So it was a good background there for on the ground up to start there. I didn't find any errors or fact issues involved in this article. There was lots of statistics, lots of analysis, graphs, charts. It was backed up with multiple evidence, and it was a little trouble understanding some parts of it. The vocabulary was a little larger and a little hard to understand, but it made sense with using surrounding words around it and understanding what that was. Some of the sections were a little too long, I believe. Some parts had like basically if like section 3 was like a page, there was like 3.1 to it, which didn't need to really be there. But it wasn't bad. It was just extra in there, which is good on the author's end to support his findings and whatnot. And it was very clear to me. And then overall, it was good. It was informative. The author knew what he was talking about and discussed it very well. I really enjoyed this piece since like I said, I'm involved in cryptocurrency, so I learned a little bit more from it. And then I'd give it a 8 out of 10. So overall, it was great.